Alipay has limited your collection limits to 200 yuan per day. It's going to be stressful because, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. I'm recording this video right now. I mean, I've missed you guys, and this is my first video after giving birth. Officially, this is my postpartum look. This video is not going to be long because my baby is sleeping, so I'll not take much time. I just time before she wakes up. Okay, so let's get to the business of today. The thing is, I've actually gotten a lot of messages from a lot of people concerning this issue, this Alipay issue right here. Sometimes when some people want to fund their Alipay account, they will get this error message and they'll be wondering, why am I getting this error message? I help people fund their Alipay account, and I usually get this error message when I try to fund some people's Alipay accounts. And I've also gotten a lot of DMs from people asking me why they get this error message when they want to fund their Alipay account. And this message means that Alipay is telling you that you can't fund your account more than that, you reach your daily limit, something like that. And most times, when they tell you that you reach a limit of the amount that you can fund your Alipay account with, they will restrict that Alipay account to receiving as low as 200 RMB per day, 200 yuan per day. Okay, and this can be stressful for both the RMB exchanger and the owner of the Alipay account. Okay, because let's say you want to fund your Alipay account with 1,000 naira, you have something worth of that amount that you want to buy, and it happens that Alipay strikes you with this message, and Alipay has limited your collection limits to 200 yuan per day. It's going to be stressful because you have to wait for the exchanger to be sending 200 naira per day to your Alipay account until it completes the amount of money that you want to use to make purchase. Okay, that means every day you receive 200 from, let's say you want to buy something of 1,000 Chinese yuan, you've already paid your exchanger. So you have to wait for that exchanger to send 200 yen every day, 200 yen to your account until it completes. Also, you can imagine when you want to buy something worth of 2,000 Chinese yuan, 800 Chinese yuan, 500 Chinese yuan, you can't get that amount once, and this can be stressful, this can be challenging. Now, what happened is this: if you open a new Alipay account, okay, or your Alipay account is not even new, but you're not using it frequently to make purchases on Chinese apps like 1688, Pinduoduo, or you're not making use of it, you're not paying much of Chinese Alipay accounts, you're not making use of your Alipay accounts that much, or usually you fund your Alipay accounts with like 500 RMB, 200 RMB, and you make a little purchase in a month. Next month, the same thing. So all of a sudden, you fund your Alipay account, that funds it with a higher amount. Alipay is going to get suspicions, and they are going to, tag your account of performing a malicious act, and they are going to limit the amount you can collect with your Alipay account. Okay. Then another thing that can happen is, if you're a new user on Alipay, if your Alipay account is new, then you now want to go into sending RMB to people. Or okay, let's say your Alipay account is new, then you get an exchanger, you buy Chinese yuan of, let's say, 1,000 naira or 500 naira, and that's Chinese yuan, you don't actually want to use it, you want to resell it, you want to resend it to people. Okay, once you receive that Chinese yuan on your Alipay account, the next thing you're doing is resending to another Alipay account. My dear, Alipay is going to strike your account. Now, this is one of the reasons why sometimes a lot of people think that RMB exchangers actually take time, or when they send them naira, it takes them time to fund their Alipay account. It's not like RMB exchangers, deliberately want to delay your funding or want to take time in funding your Alipay account when you pay them to fund your Alipay account. This is one of the things they are trying to avoid. They are trying to avoid having issue with Alipay. Okay, because the exchangers, they buy, because the exchangers, they buy from people, they buy from Chinese or wherever they buy from. So you don't expect them, when they buy, immediately they buy, because definitely they're going to have people that already paid for RMB, people that already need exchange. Okay, so once they buy, let's say they completely sold out, they don't have RMB in their account. Even if they have RMB in their account, if Mr. A sends them money to fund the Alipay account, okay, and Mr. B sends them money to fund the Alipay account, when they fund Mr. A, when they send Chinese yuan to Mr. A Alipay account, they are going to wait for at least 10 to 15 minutes. They are going to wait for at least 1 hour before they can perform another transaction. They will wait for at least 45 minutes, 1 hour before they can send to Mr. B. Okay, this is one of the reasons, this is one of the things they're trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid restriction from Alipay. They don't want to go, they don't want to get into the wrong side of Alipay, because if you get into the right side, the wrong side of Alipay, is either they restrict your collection or they restrict your paying. You can't pay, you can't collect. And let's say your money is in the account, or you have to wait for wherever till they will, unrestrict your account for you to be able to use it again. So what am I trying to say? If you're new to Alipay and you don't want to get this type of restriction, collection restriction, you don't want Alipay to limit the amount of Chinese yuan or RMB that you can collect per day to 200. Okay, you have to be careful of how you send RMB to people from your Alipay account. Okay, so let's say your Alipay, your account is new, or you don't normally use it, or you want to be buying and reselling Chinese yuan, you want to be buying and selling. Okay, when you buy, you want to resend to another person. After receiving your own Chinese yuan, you wait for at least 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour before you can send to another person's Alipay account. This is different from you paying directly on C88 app or Pindodo app. Alipay, they understand that transaction, okay, because that is one of the things they are made for. But funding someone else's Alipay account immediately you receive Chinese yuan is going to get Alipay suspicious, especially if that Alipay account is not a Chinese Alipay account. So this is what happens. One of the things that happens for you to get a collection restriction from Alipay, what they will tell you is a malicious act on your account, isn't it? If you've experienced it before, let me know in the comment section. Because most of my customers, most people that I exchange RMB for, that buys RMB from me, they experience it, and it's stressful for me and them, because I have to be sending them Chinese yuan to 200 every day till the money they paid is completed. You get? And then they have to wait till they receive the whole amount before they can use it to make purchases on 1688 or Pindodo or whatever platform they're buying from. Okay, so basically this is what happens. This is why you get that restriction message from Alipay. Okay, yeah, that's why you get that collection restriction from Alipay. Okay, so if you have Alipay account, if you're a mini importer, you have Alipay account, and you don't want Alipay to give you collection limit to 200, don't go don't fall into Alipay wrong side. You have to keep being a good user. Keep being a good user for Alipay. And one of the ways of you keep being a good user is avoid instant fund, like avoid receiving and sending. Limit how you send Alipay to somebody, frequency that you send Alipay to people, that you send Chinese yuan to people. Limit the frequency so that you don't get restriction, um what is it called, restriction message from Alipay. Okay, I hope this video is really helpful. I've actually said a lot of things at the same time, so I hope you were able to grab the reasons and what you should do to avoid this and why it happens. Okay, my name is Laser. I talk about mini importation. I'm a mini importation coach. I talk about how you can grow in your mini importation business and businesses generally. Okay, and with a little sprinkle of lifestyle. So if you're a new viewer, you're welcome. Join the family, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, and also don't forget to like this video. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.